Hello and welcome to Ostercrack Season 4 Episode 9. In this episode we get our villagers into the trading hall and build the auto brewers. We also make more progress on the main base. So let's get started. In the last episode we started to spread out the skulk infection a little bit, and I went ahead and placed a little more to see how this works out. And so far I have to say I'm really happy with the look of it. I think I'm gonna spread out a little more on the upper part and maybe the walls to see if I still like it then. So let me do this real quick. Alrighty, a lot more skulk has been placed. I think these like veins going through all of the area make it an interesting look. But I also want to add some of the skulk veins blocks to give it more transition to the not infested parts. How do you even manage to get the phantom in the area in the first place? Be careful to not hit the horses. I wonder if the other phantoms will find their way to you too. There you go, you got him. There are more of those outside though. Oh, you even got a head. Nice. For the next step of the infestation, I wanted to place a lot of skulk vein blocks. And since I need a lot, I thought I'd make a farm for it. So I spent a whole day trying to design one of these skulk farms, just to realize the common design produces mainly skulk blocks, not veins. And the result now is this extremely simple farm where mobs just fall onto bedrock to spread out the veins. Yeah. I just copied the spawning platform from my Hoglinfarm for that. Well, I started to spread the skulk veins around, but then I realized it doesn't make much sense to do that, cause I still need to build the village in here. So I started to build the first houses. One that is infested and one that got burned down by the villagers cause it was infested. Let me show you. This is obviously the infested one. I wanted to have the infestation all over the house, but only so much that you still can see it was a nice home to someone before that. I intend to make each interior of the houses here custom, and everyone will look different on the inside. However, the outside will mainly look the same cause it's just the way the villagers here build their houses. Much like the villages you can find around naturally. They vary a bit in size and shape but follow the same style. And up here are the ruins of a burned down house. The polished basalt makes a nice burnt woodlock in my opinion. I wasn't too happy with the burned house, so I've added some more details, like magma blocks, actual fire, and some campfires for the smoke effect. And I think it was the right call. It just adds more flair to the house and also makes it more clear that it burned down. With all this building done, let's change it up a bit and go over to the trading hall to do some stuff there. Whooee! On my way over to the industrial area, I come by the shopping area, so I decided to check if my shops are still stocked. Are those hats? What happened? Who did this to these villagers and why? Oh my, there's a whole stack of hats in the barrel. Well, let's just leave and never come back here. Okay, after nothing special at all happened at the shopping district, I wandered around for like 2 nights and got myself 3 new managers for the trading hall. And I gave all of them a nice and shiny sword. With those guys in place, I think it's time to get the villagers into the trading hall. And since I got asked many times how to even get them there, I show you real quick how it can be done pretty easy. Just go ahead and select the place where the villager should go and then send the villager into the trading hall by connecting a rail after the zombie. And there he goes. Now I only have to do that 29 more times. So give me a minute. Beep. Boop. Yay. I not only built the one autobrewer you saw in the time-lapse, I actually built 3 of them. 1 for each zombie. So we actually have 3 separate modules of the trading hall combined to one build. And I already have a pretty decent villager. I got him as I tried to replace the villagers down by the dye farm that needed the ink trade. He got pretty cheap efficiency 5 book and sweeping edge, and also has the glass trade, which I also really like. And before I spend the whole day with the attempt to get all the useful books, let's head over to the Nether. I want to show you the progress we made so far on the hub. Whee! So here we are. This is the space we want to clear out for the Nether hub. The area is 700 blocks by 700 blocks when it's done, which is the complete overworld within the world border. We still have a lot of work to do to get all of it cleared out, but the progress is still pretty nice, I think. Thick went ahead and built a tunnel bore, which is extremely helpful to clear this giant area. But now let's head back to the main base area to make some more progress over there. Whee! Okay, so I already built up some houses now and changed the pathway a little. That building over there is still work in progress. It didn't turn out the way I want. However, I also built up this little place with a crane where the ores from the mines were stored before everything went downhill around here. I'm not too happy with the look of the crane so far. Maybe I'll change it up a bit. Okay, so let me give you a little tour of what I've done so far. I changed the path so that I can play a little bit more with the infestation over and around the path. Here are fence posts, by the way, so I can still just walk up. I've made some changes to the crane, but it's still looking bad. So let's just ignore that for now and let's look into the houses. As I said, every house will have its own custom interior. I showed this house before, but just so you can see them all again, it looks like this. Here I've added some more skulk on the floor, so it looks more clear that it creeps out of the mine. Let's also have a quick look into the mine. It looks like this. I've also added some skelly heads to improve the dangerous vibe that goes out from this infestation. Okay, now let's head over to the new houses I haven't shown so far. I'm gonna show you all the different interiors, but I won't talk over all of it, so just enjoy the music a little bit. This building isn't done, I'm still working on the design of it. For the next build I want to add to the village, I need some copper. So let me quickly gather that. And also smelt it in my very advanced smelting setup. Ah yes, the efficiency and the speed. Maybe I should get in super smelter, but then again, I use those so rarely that it's almost not worth the time to build one. I just realized that you get way more cut copper blocks than I have thought of. In my head it's still a 1-to-1 ratio, while you get actually 4 blocks out of 1. That means I have a lot more copper blocks now than I needed. At least for this build. Let me quickly gather some coal that I also need for the build, and then we can finally build it up. Let the time-lapse roll. There we have our explanation for the lava river. A giant smelting vessel got poured out to burn away the infestation. I will add a building to it, I'm just running out of time here. Oh, hey guys, can we talk about this? Alright, we talked about everything and they were very understanding that I'm trying to record some stuff here and they just walked away. However, what do you guys think of this? Isn't it a nice addition? I used coal blocks on the bottom to show that this thing gets really hot and is used regularly. In the next episode I will add an furnace building to give the vessel a use besides destroying the village. And now we are already at the end of this episode. I hope you enjoyed it, leave a like if you did and consider subscribing. Follow me on Twitter to always know what I'm up to next, and if you're looking for an SMP server like this, why not try this server? We are always looking out for new members above 18 years. If you are interested, check out the link in the video description. Until next time, bye bye!